Okay, so I need some levels, I need some upgrade materials, I need all that. Since I have done a little bit of work between... I'm not sure if I did this on camera, but I got this to level 10, I got this to level 4. In all honesty, I'm going to be honest, a lot of the... one thing I don't like is these skills just feel super weak. If I'm going to be honest. Like, it feels like I'm not actually getting anything from it. You know? Which is kind of annoying, but... I am almost down enough to get like a level up and all that, so that is good. But I need to get some of the where is it? I need to get some more of this so I can use this to make the material. So we're going to continue on with the adventure version of the world in order to get deeper in, and then I can complete all this, unlock what I need, you know, all that. Like, we're going to get to the end of this world, we're going to get all the items needed, then we're going to reboot the world, and we're going to hopefully get the version we need with the hydraulic pump in order to actually achieve what we want. Now that's Titan's Reach, so my guess is we gotta go here. That's Forgotten Prison, so I guess we gotta go there. I think that is my guess.
Here they come.
I probably also want to actually get material to upgrade this weapon. Well, the big old fight, wasn't it? Big old Yankee Doodle-Doo, big old slobber knocker, weren't it? I just went right in, I was like, you're getting beat, you're getting whipped, and I'm doing it in public. Bless me, I did not mean to word it like that. Oh well, it's a video game, who cares?
Alright, come and get some.
But I must say, you say half the things you say in a video game to someone in real life. You're begging to get your butt whipped by like 6 people at once. I'm not even joking. I think anyone with sense knows that. I'm imagining this is the right way. I'm guessing it's the right way. We're gonna reset because it doesn't really matter, does it? Is this the right area? No, it is not. Apparently Vault the Formless is not, but we're gonna go through it anyway. Because why not? Let's just grab some loot. Doesn't hurt us too much. But we're obviously missing something. It honestly feels like the enemies must scale to you, which I do kind of dislike. That the enemies seem to scale to you, because I find that a very cheap way of retaining difficulty. You know? Like, I get why one would do it, like why you would have them scale to like keep up with you. It's just I find it personally distasteful. Yes, I am abusing the capacitor trigger to make it rapid fire like this, so pretty much infinite ammo. So maybe don't make an infinite fire gun if you don't want someone to instantly fire, isn't it? Oh, that breaks through. Did that not give me a...
Well, at least that's over.
Ah, that's a glare. Oh, it's on the floor below me. Oh no, it's here. I'm just hoping this controller doesn't break, because my right trigger's been squeaking and it doesn't seem to be a spring issue, so I'm not sure if like the plastic's getting damaged on the controller due to like shooting games like wearing on it. Because I've noticed like the trigger just stops working at times, like when I hold it down for too long. So my concern is like that I think I might have worn the plastic accidentally. Which is a downside of playing shooter games, because triggers tend to break, so you don't want to get a trigger guard or something to keep it safe from being pressed too hard. So I might have to invest in like a trigger guard or something just for safety reasons, because I don't want to be breaking too many controllers, because they are not cheap nowadays. Like, controllers are overpriced beyond reason nowadays, and I think anyone can agree with that. Like, it's legitimately unreasonable how much they charge for controllers nowadays. I knew I missed something, because there has to be a boss, right? I wonder if the glyph I got works in the other vault, you know? And I know these parts are generally very long, but this game like is a long game, so it's like I don't feel too bad about making these parts longer. Purely because of the fact that's how long this game seems to be. And if I didn't like make these parts as long as they were, this game would take forever to finish. At least in terms of upload, and then we end up with a Noah 2 issue where I end up forgetting to upload stuff and we get stuck for 20 trillion years. I still need to upload that, by the way. I still need to upload the parts from Noah 2. that should have been uploaded like what 2 months ago now, like when Armored Core came out, pretty much. So like at least 2 months ago. Like that bad. Again, trigger randomly stopped working. I need to stay outside the gunk because that's gonna one-shot me, I'm pretty sure. Oh, it's one of you. I remember when those used to be considered tough enemies. Now we actually have enemies that don't take damage unless you shoot their grenades. Which is stupid design, may I just point out. Like, no matter how you, like, form it, having a boss that doesn't take damage unless you shoot its grenade that can kill you easily is bad design. Oh no, it's this boss fight here. And it's the proper version of the boss fight, isn't it? I'm pretty sure. No, it's the exact same version. Oh. I hate it. One good thing about melee is it seems to not actually trigger their poison. I hate this boss fight. The only good thing is I'm a lot stronger than I originally was, so I might actually stand a chance, you know? What? Oh no. Oh no. What is going on? The controller's connected, game. What are you trying to claim? Oh, this is annoying. Everything's just breaking. I knew there was something wrong with this controller. I'm gonna have to try and keep it very still. And now the mouse feels off. Did it reset my like sensitivity feels off now? Like it's a slightly different to what it originally was, which is irritating beyond measure, I tell you.
Looks like I'm full up.
Of course. And now we got to stay for like 10 years. And we're finally turning. But that's how long you have to wait there for. Quite a long time, isn't it? Not what I meant to do at all, but okay, we're reaching the final zone, which is lovely to know. I have 2 heals available. I don't remember this fight being so cringe. Like, full of, like, this much ganking. Maggot slipped in the middle right there.
Holy hell.
But yeah, this fight was cringe incarnate. What? Why, game? Okay, so wouldn't this give me like just two of the same gun? What will be the point of that? There's no worth having two of the exact same gun.
Oh, yes.
Oh, it upgrades it automatically. I see. Okay, that's kind of cool. That's actually a smart way around it. I wish more games, if Lords of Fallen had that with like unique items where you just get a better version of it, that would have, instead of it like just stacking in your inventory, that would have been lovely. Like, there's one thing, I don't get why we can't delete color palettes that are duplicated in Lords of the Fallen, that irritates me. And I believe this is the end of the dungeon. Absolute cringe fest, that dungeon. I despite of all my opinions and all my feelings, it is actually a dungeon that that dungeon should not appear so early in the game, in my opinion. Like, at the level I'm on, I feel like I'm maybe slightly over level, but I feel like if I was like an inch lower level, that dungeon would be well too difficult. I honestly think that just because of how the gank's set up so vilely, you know? But yeah, I honestly don't get how people say it's like the greatest quotation mark Souls-like, or one of them. Because while it's a good game, I'll say this game is good. I honestly feel like this game's just good, and that's it. You know? Like, sure, it's got a lot of good about it, but there's just things like that where it's like, it makes Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3, Elden Ring merged together. It makes those ganks look tame. Like, this game has to have some of the worst ganking I've seen in a video game. It's actually kind of sad. The only thing that really gives a game a bar and a lot of the stuff is its fact it's a shooter, honestly. But even then, I'm like, does that really give it a buy for this kind of game design? Nah, it doesn't.
Damn.
At least in my view. I'm always, like, harsh on games beyond a reasonable degree. Now I gotta figure out where to go. That's Titan's Reach. Where are the soul sparks? Uh. Okay, so we gotta find a pyramid-like structure. I just looked up and apparently we gotta find a pyramid-like structure. I'm guessing this is it. Well, that's Forgotten Prison. I need to find a pyramid.
Okay, this is it.
Well, that's clearly not it, since that's the prison. Which we must go to after finding the soul spark. Is this it? No, this is his default area. This is default area, this is not. Soul Spark area. I'm so glad there's no underground monsters. Because that would just be too far.
No more room. This isn't looking good.
Oh, is this it? Why is it so hard to figure out where we're gonna go?
Get a load of this place.
Yeah, this is the Nexus. This ain't where I want to be. I want to be. Why do you have to make this so difficult? Oh, why you have to make it so hard? Okay, so got some mapping up, and we gotta go up here, and there's apparently like this. Oh, I see it. I see it. Yeah, that's it. Okay, let's go to Time's Reach. That'll be closer. Don't need to run across all the desert again. But yeah, like, I honestly just like how some of the stuff is designed. But I think I've got it down. Because Time's Reach, we now need to turn the right way. And we need to go up here. And this way. At least I think it's this way. It should be. Never mind. Okay, so I went the wrong direction. Maybe I need to go a little more down this way. You just stop having too much reach. Is that it? I can't tell due to my screen being blurred. Let me on top. Oh, there we go. There we go. I think I see it. Yeah, there we go. No, go away. Okay, so I think it's always located here. Apparently it's randomized, but literally it's the exact same location as the other guy suggested it. So, I'm guessing it's not too randomized. That's me. So I got a stasis core, which is okay. Did I miss something? I'm wondering. I can't really tell. And that's kind of irritating me. So I found the vault, yeah? I enter vault. I walk into vault. I get ambushed by zombies. I grab stasis core, which I'm not sure exactly what that does.
Holy hell.
Okay, so that turned out to be a zombie cave, so I'm now looking around to try and find where I'm actually going to go. I doubt this is the actual area. Because apparently the pyramids are truly randomized, it's just not so obvious at the start. So I go find another pyramid structure somewhere in the vast desert, which who knows what that is. And this is another vault, isn't it? It's another hidden location that's gonna be somewhere dumb. And this is, well, this is an interesting area. Talbot's seen I've already been for, and I've whacked my mic. Why do they have to make this so irritating? To find the vault. Like, one good thing is I've looked through so much of the map that it's nigh impossible that it won't be visible. Because we have one of those which shows one vault. I would laugh if the vault ended up being on top of it, you know? But I doubt it. It would be funny to have the vault on top of the spawn, but I doubt that would be the case. Yeah, I need to find something to replace, like, one of these guns with more range. Okay, where do I go? So this is all... I've already checked all of this. All of this is known territory. So I need to go the other way. Why make this so irritating the fart? Now this is what I don't like about the game. Stuff like this. Because it's not fun. I'm just going to be dead honest. I'm running through a desert with a bunch of obnoxious enemies that literally gank you over and over. And well, yeah, I need the loot. It's just annoying at this point. Okay, it's fun maybe the first 3 times, but now it's happened like 20. You've well overstayed your welcome, especially since most of the games have at least 1 or 2 of these, and probably one of the big burly guys. And sometimes you even get free, and you just get stagger locked because this game doesn't care if you're in the heaviest armor in the game. It doesn't care if you're like suited for you out of your mind. It just cares that it's gonna cheese ball you with cheap enemy design. Oh, never mind that. Oh, this is such great original. Also, I love how I shot him like 3 times and he took 0 damage. Oh, we also have one of the heavy boys. This is really good design, right? Real good design, right? This is truly Game of the Year material right here. This kind of design. This ain't even just difficult, it's cheap. That's a lot of spam, a lot of boring genericness, a sore lack of creativity. Like, stuff like this, I will trash on any game that does this kind of stuff. I've trashed on Elden Ring for doing it, something that isn't even as bad as this game doing it. With the constant ambush gang. Oh yes, this 180 turn. Ooh. I've talked about Dark Souls 2 being one of the major things I dislike about the game, being the ambush ganks. Dark Souls 3, it's the worst part of that game outside the bosses. Because in all honesty, Dark Souls 3 bosses just feel like they're in the wrong genre. But at least that's the only thing that feels wrong with the Dark Souls 3 bosses. They feel like they're in the wrong genre. Elden Ring's bosses feel like they shouldn't exist. Because they're just bad. Like, there's maybe like 1 or 2 good bosses in that game. And one of them's like a super early game boss. Which is Godric the Grafted, I believe is his name. I can't remember. It's been a while since I played Elden Ring. But yeah, like, he is probably one of the only bosses that feels like an actual, you know, boss that's meant to be in the game and doesn't feel like it's just designed to be like, haha, I got ya. That a lot of games unfortunately have started falling down the trend of. Oh no, when you actually get a boss enemy in this game, they do feel like an actual boss, thankfully. So really this game, I'll definitely say has some really good boss design. I'll give it that. Like, really, really good boss design. But the multitude of other issues sort of like drag it down. Of course, this game also suffers from FromSoft-itis, where like every part of the mission must have a, or should I say Mia-itis, since it seems Miyazaki games are exclusively to FromSoft games that have this, because Armored Core didn't have this problem. I'm just gonna quickly note, a game that Miyazaki explicitly didn't direct, which was pretty much, you have a bunch of weak enemies to crowd to play, and then you have this really strong enemy between them. And generally that enemy's always like a really obnoxious range enemy that's hard to hit due to its movement. And everyone's immediately thinking of every single game that Miyazaki's just directed there, aren't they? Like, every modern Miyazaki game just comes to mind where it's like, yeah, that is sort of a trope the guy uses a little too much.
Shit!
Like, because if it was once or twice, it's not an issue. Okay, it shows up once or twice, that's just an annoying segment. But it only shows once or twice, so it's sort of like, okay, it's just a unique thing that pops up occasionally. But overall, it doesn't hamper the experience because it's just not often enough to become annoying. Unless you're Elden Ring, where you have it every 2 seconds. But yeah, like I honestly feel like that's one of the biggest issues with a lot of these games is like developers get super popular that no one's willing to critique anything they do anymore. I feel like that's become one of the most notable issues in gaming. Is that you get this really popular developer who generally makes good games and no one critiques the flaws of any game. And it's got so bad with a lot of games where it's like, I just can't enjoy certain games anymore. Because it's like, it's just the tropes get too obvious and repetitive that it's like you end up having a game which generally you would probably like. But because it's got this one trope a trillion times, you're like, well, I don't like it anymore, you know? Because it does the same thing again and again and again and again and again and again, and it's like, okay, now it's too much. Which is really Elden Ring's problem, in my opinion. Is like, a lot of people like that game. I'm just like, it does the same things that people complained about in every previous game and does it even more extremely. How is this a good game when this is the stuff you complain about? It's just like, I've just learned that gamers nowadays are very hypocritical and in general entertainment consumers, because that's what we are the consumer in the end of the day. Oh, I think that's it. But yeah, I think I've just accepted that people who consume media of any form nowadays are just giant hypocrites, because they'll complain about stuff, but then when people don't do that stuff, they complain that they're not doing that stuff. And then when people do that stuff, they'll complain about it unless it's a developer they really like, where they won't complain about it in that case. And so it's just more like, it feels like, well, you're not an approved developer pretty much, or you're not of the type that we want, purely because, well, reasons. We're not going to give those reasons, we're just going to say reasons. And then we'll make the excuse as to why we don't like it down the road. I did not think I was going to do philosophy and stuff like that today, but I guess that's how it is, isn't it? But no, it's true. Like, we as players, we as consumers of media are massive hypocrites. Let's be honest here, we are ginormous hypocrites when it comes to this kind of stuff. It's actually absurd.
I have secured the shield for each of the tools as per the instructions of Primus Domum. All systems are running nominally. I did detect some minor power fluctuations in a couple of the tools, but Primus Domum assured me these are within the system tolerance level. I was instructed to report to stasis. House on the room is to be stored in one of the unknown states. I imagine the tools themselves are more protection than what the stasis pods, so I've decided to stay here and monitor the systems of this tool. Perhaps I can make the difference between these soul sparks surviving versus perishing. The Guardians protect.
Okay, I guess they're just gonna infinitely spawn, so we might as well get out of here, because they're just never gonna stop coming. Why am I just locked in here? I guess I bugged it out, so it's inversed its detection. Oh, okay. And we just... What? Whoa. Okay, that's a glitch. Ah. Okay, we can just run to Titan's Reach. And just slap in the crystal there. Okay, there we go. Okay, now we go to Refuge.
So you have found them. The Ember sees all. Yes. Bring them to me at once. The soul sparks. Give them to me. Lifetimes have I waited. Now I can rest knowing that everything left of my people is preserved for eternity. I have created an ark to preserve what is left of the Drazir. Though all of Nirud will cease, my ark will endure. And these sparks will join the consciousness of the countless others within. Our fate is inevitable. The Custodian will return Nirud to Alepsis Torah. It will not emerge a second time. All that remains is yourself. Tell me, do you believe in free will? Perhaps. Not so the Drazir. I once believed in free will. The Ambit Ember has since shown me the fate of all things. For the Drazir, free will was an illusion. All of our achievements pointed us here, to Alepsis Torah. Our every action since was inevitable. Yet I did not foresee you. Or perhaps I chose not to. I would invite you to the Ark, small one. You will be a welcome addition to eternity. A crude description. I consume your essence. That is your choice. You must time wanes. So short-sighted. A thing consumed does not see. I am the Primus Astropath, first among equals and last of my people. It was my foresight that found Alepsis Torah, that said I am not wrong. The Ambit Ember gave me sight to find the seat of creation, and wisdom to build this chamber. And now, I have consumed more of the ember than it has made me immortal. Enough! The custodian moves and I... Excellent. And inevitable.
That's one way to go. Oh, that's a nasty ability, my friend. I've arrived with no mana.
Yeah! That's right! You scrapped with the wrong guy! Woohoo!
So are we just doomed to fight him no matter what then? So what do I do now? One second, need to go do something. Weather controller.
After countless centuries, we have arrived at our destination. The seat of creation. Alepsis Tora. All paths have led us here. Within that engulfing black, every stellar current of the entire universe is guided and formed. An eternal choreography to the dance of galaxies. We did not come here thinking to find life, for nothing could survive this void that has consumed 100 trillion stars. Rather, we seek the origins of the universe. Entropy is implacable, but perhaps there is a means to reverse it, or else recreate its formation. A means we might find here, at the beginning and end of all things. We have found so much more. We have collected and deciphered an incogitable amount of data from within. And while the results are far less conclusive than we would like, a clear pattern has emerged. The universe is not governed by random forces. It is malleable, calculated, subject to an algorithmic cogency that belies artificial, dare I say, intelligent design. A creator. We must learn more. Some wish to enter the black hole, an attempt to meet our ostensible architect. This desire is logical, given how little we have been able to learn remotely. But it makes me uneasy. A foul smell shimmers on the horizon of time. The ambit ember will show me more, but it will take time. Thankfully, those who would face Alepsis Tora are a minority. The Drasir have always trusted the intuition of the astropaths. That is why we exist. The Drasir will not alter course now.
All right, let's do this.
Your task was a success. You have performed a great service. Please, Take this for your now, if you do not mind. I must. If you will, I am. If you will, your servant.
Oh, there we go. I was muted. Do I want to talk to you first? I guess I can. No, 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 no.
You know where to find me.
Oh, that was weird. All my oxygen just suddenly ran out of my lungs for a second there. Oh well. No, I'm gonna be honest, this game is a very big mixed bag. Like, since I've had some time to think about it since I was eating, this game's like a very mixed bag, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I like a lot about it, but it's just there's some stuff that irritates me to no measure.
Traveler.
Or without measure, like, it's just irritates. All fun doing. Oh, reset.
Goodbye, traveler.
Oh, that's cool, so you can use them from the very beginning now. I was hoping I could suicide her, I'll be honest. Now the question is, do we continue the main quest or do we go after the black hole? We also could invest in a new gun, I guess. There's a few things we could do actually. New gun, black hole, all sorts of stuff. So I need to get something better than the cube gun, I'll be honest.
Is it now?
The cube gun is
have a
holding
look.
me back.
Okay, we're done.
Hope you ain't now it.
Not sure what this is. Maybe Wallace would know.
Keep your gun loaded and your wits about you, stranger.
Oh, so I see it's a quick load, quick fire, single shot. That actually could be a good gun. Especially since, like, it's already got to that damage, which is more damage than my shotgun. So this is a spread gun. So yeah, like, sure shots actually sounds pretty good.
So long.
We'll keep the cube gun for now, but I think I will replace the cube gun with it when I get a high enough level. Okay, it's been a bit, so we might as well go here. Apparently this just unlocks after a certain amount of time. We're going to enter Lepsus Terra, which is the void. Weird place, I tell ya.
Today marks our 20,000th year. 100 millennia since we began scouring the stars in search of life, hope, connection. If the Brazier are ever snuffed out of existence, there will be nothing of the universe left to witness itself. Such is our fear. We will find life, foster it if necessary, commune with it if possible. Yet, 20,000 years into our quest, we have not uncovered a single living cell that is not of our home world. I blame myself. Primus Astropath, it falls to me to guide our search. If there truly is nothing to be found, then there is no blame to be applied. But even so, I feel the weight of my burden deeply. Yet, I sit with my hope. None understand the expanse of the universe more intimately than the astropaths. We who can see the stellar currents as they stretch from one galactic horizon.
Hurry up, because I don't like being in this area. It's actually kind of creepy.
We may be. The Brazier are but a single mote in a vast ocean. If even one of such mote exists, it will take a great deal of time to find. And for the purposes of this endeavor, time is our friend.
Okay, now let's leave this horrendous place. Thank you. I am never coming back here because I dislike this area. It's so creepy. Literally just a giant void. Okay, that's actually a really good melee buff. So if I feel like I'm facing a boss that's melee oriented, I can just switch to this avoid her and just whack that on and just go boom. That's actually pretty cool. I like that. So I probably need to find a better melee weapon. I'll be honest, I need to find a melee weapon. You know, let's get an iron great sword. Because while I've been using the energy weapon, this has just got raw damage over it. I'll be honest. At this point, I think I'm just going to invest into raw damage. But not right now, because I don't have enough material, so I need to go back to you. Yeah, I'm probably going to. Like, all weapons pretty much work, but if you want to get the utmost damage, you probably want to just invest in stuff. Anyway, let's get to the one of the cheapest areas I've faced outside outside of that stupid open area. Like, this game really just gets cheaper and cheaper at times. Like, that's my big issue. It's like, there's just some things where you're like, there's no need to be stupid about your design game. No, you don't have to do this to be difficult. No, you're difficult either way. Like, you don't need to just put some artificial hoo-ha of having like 6 billion zombies or like an enemy with like the most ridiculous weak point. Oh, be careful there. This still feels like a boss room. I feel like there's meant to be a boss here that just falls down and you just go, oh no, it's a boss. But it's not, and that confuses me. Okay, it's a good weapon, but if you aren't uber accurate, like, it could become a bit of an issue. Because the rapid fire is just... the only good thing about this is it's long range, but it doesn't do enough damage. Due to it being slow. Like, if that was a primary weapon, it wouldn't be too bad, but it's not the primary weapon, it's a secondary, so it's like, yeah. At that point, you're sort of like, yeah, that's a bit underwhelming. But it is good damage, I'll give it that. It's just like, it fires a little too slow. A little too slow for my taste. Okay, so I meant to deliberately miss because this game's targeting is abysmal. temple key. Oh, so isn't the big guy meant to spawn here? Yeah, he didn't for some reason. Oh, I don't like the sound of that. I know it! The revolver would be good though, like if I was using any other type of build. Or also keyboard and mouse even, like it would be so much better because it would be more accurate. But that's the big issue, it's like the revolver's like if you're really accurate, that would be a great gun. If you're gonna get in those headshots, really good gun. Someone like me though, no, I'm not that accurate. Maybe you make the build designed for weak point damage. Like where, or like designed for criticals, where it made a critical damage build, the rifle would be really good.
Good. Yeah.
Oh yes, the infinite stun lock cheese where you can't move for no reason. Big on you cheap designed enemy. Where you have super speed, where you move faster than the player. You have terrible hitboxes. You pretty much have ridiculous health dim. Like, it's the whole 9 yards, isn't it? It's just every annoying enemy design slapped into one. Like, it's a gank enemy. Which is already bad enough. And not only is it a gank enemy, it's a gank enemy with a stupid gimmick. And not only is it a gank enemy with a stupid gimmick, it's fast as the player. It's got a stupid, like, high damage hit. Its hits have ridiculous range. It's like, it is literally everything bad in gaming. It's not the cube or something. The cube, as I call it. It's not that, but still, like, why? And here we go, heavy boy. Oh, and that can hit me. Okay, so we just put the whole 9 yards of cheap enemy design. Yeah, I just went no right there. I just went, nah. Not today. Just no. That was actually just my response. I'm just gonna use this buff and I'm gonna whip you. Remember, when taking damage, just say no. Shortcut. Please be a short. Okay, where's this guy? Okay, so this is first room to left. Okay, so yeah, this shortcut. Nice. No, we're gonna waste time putting out a gun. I'm just gonna go slap to your face.
Not bad.
Oh no. It's in the spawn. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. There's an enemy hiding in spawn. I knew it. You thought you could catch me. Also, I can just leave my mic on since there's no dialogue here. We got the swamp thing. But it's got copyrighted. So we have to make it look slightly different. Just went no. Just say no and they can't do anything to you.
Yeah!
Just remember that, people. Just say no.
Yeah.
And they can't hurt you. Oh, well. I knew it! I knew it! Spawn! I told you! Didn't I call it? I called it repeatedly. There's gonna be a boss fight here, and there is a boss fight. But this means the boss fights are kind of cool. Because if you mess up, you're gonna die quickly, but if you play well, then you win. Excuse me, what? Which makes the boss fights kind of fun. In this, like, in this game, like, I don't think there's been a bad boss fight. So there's been these pseudo boss fights that suck, but boss fights themselves, there hasn't been a single bad boss fight. And I think that just makes a point, doesn't it? Like, one of the pseudo boss fights where it's like running through a bunch of platforms or a bunch of gank enemies or something stupid like that suck. The actual boss fights, when you actually find bosses, not a single bad one so far. Like, they don't feel overly tanky because you're leveling up properly. They don't feel like too spammy. Well, there was one boss, but that boss also didn't have too much health. They feel kind of fun to fight. Because it feels like you're actually, like, you know, fighting a boss. But not fighting some cheese ball, shall we say. Because a lot of people seem to think that a boss must be their super difficulty. So I guess that gives me 2 extra relics.
Summons me from my new czar. What kind of beast is this? Through fog and field, they find the mossy bed of me. Though your form be foreign, your kind I know. Answer these questions true, sweet beast, so that your arc may be known. And do choose wisely. Answer from your heart. It is wartime, and you and your 2 children, ages 8 and 5, live in a territory that has been captured by the enemy. Among the enemy is a Lemire who performs painful experiments that inevitably lead to death. He demands one of your children, the weaker one, giving you 24 hours to bring them to his. If you refuse, enemy soldiers, do you give up one of your children? Or face the threat of enemy? It's not every day a question determines the course of your destiny.
Well, no, I just would rather
Or is
risk
it?
death
A
than
powerful god conscripts you into their service.
deal
and
with,
offers
like,
you a choice.
because it's like,
You may rule the underworld and never return to the living. Or you may serve at the god's pleasure in the mortal realm. Serve above, or rule below. What say you, sweet beast?
no, I want to pause because let's take a moment actually, because I want to talk about that previous question, because that actually irritates me, because I know some people will legitimately just give away their weaker kid, and I don't like to get all moralistic with people because it's like, it's boring, you know. Like, maybe in the privacy of people who I trust I might, but generally I try to in these videos not, but I honestly, unless you're just trying to get alternative outcomes, why would you pick that option? Like, honestly, I don't fathom it. Because it's like, I could never imagine. Maybe it's just because I haven't experienced this kind of stuff, but I could never imagine wanting to give up one of your kids. even in such a circumstance. But I've never been in that circumstance, so I guess it's like I just can't fathom, unless you're just trying to get all the outcomes, while you would want to do that. And that might be a bit entitled or something. But it's just like, you know? It's just like, yeah. I guess that's just my view on the matter. You know? Anyway, let's get back to the things. So serve above or rule below. We got either serve at their pleasure. Okay, so this gives you a trait. So, you know...
Now let me think. Oh yes. 2 clans have warred for generations. Your matriarch calls for a battle of champions to bring a final end to the bloodshed, and you are chosen to fight. Your opponent is the eldest but weakest son of your enemy. He offers you no threat, and you best him easily. But you must slay him to end the war. Do you spare the scion of your family foe, or kill him and end the war?
Okay, now this is actually a difficult question. This is actually a difficult question, because the other two, it's like super easy. It's like, you could argue. The other two were super easy, where it's like the second one's just like, meh, well, either way, it's the same outcome pretty much. And the first one sort of like, well, why would you pick anything else unless you're trying to get an alternative outcome? Well, this one's actually kind of difficult, because do you kill your enemy's son who is weak, who holds no threat, who is pretty much a joke of a fight? Or do you kill him? And it's like, this one's actually hard, so I might just random this one. Nah, I'm just gonna go down. I'm just gonna keep going down.
It has been prophesied that your son would someday bring about a great calamity. Because of this prophecy, a warlord tried to kill him when he was just an infant. Now that your son is grown, he believes the prophecy to be true. He courageously plans to give himself up to the warlord. Do you allow your son to sacrifice himself? Or stop him in order to save his life? I see.
In all honesty, I think I'm just gonna keep picking these answers just to be the most contrarian guy possible. Like, everyone's probably like, why are you not picking the logical answer? And I'm like, no, I shall pick emotional answer. I am Guy, and I do this. Yes?
The warrior cannot be saved. He begs you not to leave him to the enemy's... Do you slay the warrior? Or leave him to whatever... Fascinating. You have chosen your path, sweet beast. Your heart is true. May the power of the... In the arc of every being, there are 2 eyes. We may see out of either. The Ravager's eye is dynamic, driven, and endlessly hungry. The eye of the Ravager rarely sees beyond it. The Doe's eye sees only what is before it. The gift of the Doe. It is a most mysterious presence inside oneself, conferring power without force, just as the Doe itself cannot be sought nor tried. By answering true, sweet beast, you give me a wink, and now, the gift... Would you care to hear a tale? I will tell you of Ramaril. I found Ramaril as a babe, large and angry as only a hungry babe can be. Nothing became of him, as it happened. He grew from a great, crying babe to a great, quiet Pan. He served without word or complaint. None knew his name, for though one might thank the creator of a meal or a washroom, who even considers the child who merely cleans up after? When the Krell came, they laid siege to the temple. The doe's eye opened in Ramaril that day. He was no fighter, but he lifted the largest shield he could find and told the... He drove dozens of Krell over a cliff. And later, his masters came to me seeking to know more of this boy who had saved them, whom I had laid at their doorstep. I told them one might even consider them true. Before we go any further, I must ask, I sense that ring. Why do you have it? It is my sister's ring. You killed her. Ah, the mortal misunderstands. What you destroyed was not my sister. Not as I knew her. She suffered in that form. You have freed her on behalf of all of my sisters. Thank you. Truly? However, I cannot now. What can I... You stand before me when mountain, an immeasurable though we don't often a tragedy be. Keula was fascinated by unlike most of us. She made herself no secret. And you, the root, found her there. But perhaps it would be better if it had. For what remains is no longer the sister I knew. But we hold happy thoughts. Regret only wastes one life with enough. By day, by night, or so it was, but go with the grace of the doe, sweet beast.
Excusez-moi. don't you love the cheap spam where you have this really cheap enemy design that just goes, I'm gonna spam 1,000,000,000 attacks in a row. Oh, isn't this just so fun? This really great design that isn't obnoxious at all. No, this is the greatest design ever. Sarcasm enabled to the max. Get out of here.
Come on!
Whoa. That's it?
Cathedral, okay.
You're back. What do... We're finished here.
Anything you need? You know where to find me.
Oh yeah, no, that was a thing. Yeah, the difference is that the other gun has infinite ammo. And also, it depends what I want to use. Ooh.
The Traveler, they don't like it when I... Goodbye, Traveler.
I guess that unlocks another class, so let's look at this. So I got Hunter, Summoner, and then I got Engineer. And honestly, until I get my bark skin up, I'm probably going to keep... I wonder what Max Engineer plus Max Bark Skin would do. That'd be like quite... Like if you would like the ultimate damage reduction, like full heavy armor enabled due to the Challenger skill. Actually no, you'd get like heavy armor, don't care about movement. You'd get Summoner, and then you'd get like Bark Skin, and then you'd get like Engineer, and you'd combine all three. And I think that'd probably be the highest like defense you could possibly get. Cathedral of Omens seems interesting, but I don't think you lose this world after completing it. It's not like the other world, I believe. At least I would hope it's not, you know? I hope you don't lose access to worlds after completing them. So I've been down that way and we're gonna go this way. I hate these enemies. That's the only annoying thing about not having a shotgun anymore, is that you pretty much can't just one-shot these enemies. And you have to deal with their stupid spam cheese.
This ain't looking good.
Okay, yeah, I'm changing back to shotgun, because typewriter was okay, but shotgun's just better. By a mile. Just gonna be dead honest, you know? I honestly think shotgun's better by a mile, so I'm probably gonna unupgrade this and switch back to the shotgun. Because while shotgun doesn't have as much range, this weapon just doesn't have the burst damage, you know? It doesn't have the big boom that you can abuse, you know? And that really takes from the weapon's ability. Like, you can feel the loss. And it also costs more ammo.
Great. More bad news.
Honestly, it feels like with this weapon, I just cut through ammo so much quicker. Okay, yep. Let's go and slap in, get some levels. Not some levels, I mean some upgrades on the shotgun, the almighty shotgun. Because, let's be honest, shotgun's just better. It's just better. I honestly don't think it's possible to argue that something is better than the shotgun. Like, at least not outright. Like, maybe there is a better weapon, but on what I've currently got, I don't feel like you can argue there's something better than the shotgun. I can't get back to where I used to have it at, so I need to sell some stuff because you don't get max scrap back. Now, I believe you get your resources back, or at least a good amount of it, but the other part you don't.
Come back if you need anything.
You're gonna help eat it though, right?
Of course, Dwayne.
What can I... Take care, my friend.
Almost got it back to where it was. Need like one level and it's back to being a plus
Greeting.
10.
Quality. You must return soon.
I imagine there's probably ways to exploit it to like give yourself exorbitant damage. But who knows? Where do I go then? Oh. I see, did it drain out the water? Let's go find a way down. Where is the way down? Can't be this way, has to be this way. I don't get it.
That looks important. This looks important.
Dun 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 dun. Dun dun. Dun dun. Dun dun. Dun. Dun 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 dun. Okay, I'm just gonna look this up because I can't be bothered. I'm gonna be dead honest.
This looks important.
I hate music puzzles because I like music, but this just looks stupid. Like, is there even a hint? One second, I need to check something. Do I have an item that hint? I'm going to look it up, but I don't want to do it yet. There might be something, no, wrong thing.
That looks important.
Okay, it was close, but I can't be bothered with this. I'm not joking, I'm just going to look this up because I am definitely not wasting my time with stupid music puzzle.
This looks important.
Fifth peg. Fourth peg. No peg. Okay, so second row, no peg. Third peg is fourth peg. No peg. Fifth row. Oh wait, Is this even the correct one? I see, so the first row is fifth peg. So 1. So 2. Fourth peg. No peg. Third peg. Fourth peg. So it'll be 1, none. Oh wait, that's why did I mess up. I knew there was something wrong here. No peg. And this one goes here. Row is fourth peg. Yeah, there's no way you'll figure that out on your own. Well, unless you have a clear understanding of music, which I haven't done music in too long. Like, I haven't done music in years and years and years. Like, that takes me back to childhood, I'm gonna be honest. So you're not figuring out, like, pretty much a main quest puzzle unless you look that up. If you have, like, if you haven't done music in a long time or have a little understanding of modern music or music in general. So yeah, that is kind of stupid in my opinion. I dislike that. Like, it's a cool puzzle, it's just the way it's set up isn't the best, shall we say. It's not the greatest setup in the universe. There's a hidden path here, and I'm not sure where to. Oh yeah, I unlocked this, didn't I? I forgot about that. I unlocked this. Now let's hope this ain't a boss fight. But I have this weird feeling it is.
How intriguing. It would seem this twisted world is not yet depleted of surprises. I greet you, then, and welcome you to the... I am Numue, artisan, seer, goddess of the Fae. And still, it is my gift to see what cannot be seen, and to form. So then, strange... The kingdom is in disarray, strange one. The what now? An impostor sits upon the throne. And I cannot ask this of you, but were you to accept this burden, to slay, perhaps they are a power, and if I can provide you with wisdom or aid, Namue's... Stay the... Gracing me with your... Indeed, it is so. Even the poor creatures of these kingdoms twain consent. Strange one, you have done. Perhaps I may now begin to mend that which has been. You are as do... The one true king rules this kingdom with an iron fist, mollifying his subjects with promise. Those who did not offer praise and fealty, who did not share in the royal values, who were deemed unworthy, and it was freedom for some at a cost to many. And none, not even I, could have foreseen the consequences of our actions. The one true king was not easily removed. Many tried. Indeed, so many had failed that it was deemed foolish. The imposter, however, fears only weakness. They turned the ear of the king's confidants, convincing them that freeing the people was worth any risk. Swayed by their words, a plot was made to remove the king from power. Much must be accomplished to remedy what was despoiled. But first, it is amusing that you think I owe you anything at all, strange one. I have... The deceiver is a you cannot fail to find. Certainly. Namue.
What are these question marks? Okay, so all this
Farewell
stuff
for
is
now, then.
well hidden. I thought it was going to be a boss fight, but it's a vendor.
Your timing is fortuitous, Carl. It's been long since I've seen one of your kind. But then, what is time to a god? The things I think are spread over millennia, and our time here is short. It is your thoughts which concern us. Do you think yourself clever, cub? I distrust modesty. It is a veil for hunger. Let me guess. You're here on a quest. An insolent tongue on this one. It would seem our destinies are entwined. Walk with me, cub. I will explain. The last of your kind left me for dead. That is when they found me and offered me their enlightenment. Blind was I until they opened my eye to the lies of permanence. Oh, the feeble empress craves her fruit, tries to guzzle immortality. But all things die, cub. Even gods. Theirs is mastery of death, the all that is nothing. And so I offer the choice they offered, cub. Return to the ash from which we all came. Or break the yoke of balance and become eternal. But the bridge between ego and soul cannot be crossed without paying a toll. Here bleeds the lie. Here mules the old order. Kill it. Kill the dough, and we shall seal our pact. Do it, come. Join me in glory.
Just lay down and die.
won't fit. Here we go.
Might I be a... Farewell, sweet beast.
Anyways, have I been muted this entire time while I've been playing? That feels annoying if I was.
Anomaly. You have done well. Clementine's trust is well founded. Twice the corruption infected the system. Containment was the most efficient response. Preserve the irregularity for later inquiry. But it festered, grew beyond my sight, and corrupted the core. Even so, it might yet have been contained. Had the destroyer not eliminated this realm's guardian, the labyrinth became unprotected, and my resources stretched thin. With the destroyer as conduit, the corruption spread unchecked from the core to countless realms. I purged the labyrinth. I expunged realm after realm, seeking to restrain the rot. All efforts failed. The system was beyond repair. I was too late.
Why not just use time travel or something?
A solution has been revealed.
But literally just use time travel or something at this point.
To an anomaly. Perhaps that was the intended design. A fail-safe in case of my own corruption.
Yeah, it's called magic plot armor.
The index.
And how does this help us, exactly?
With the index, 2 new probabilities emerge.
Huh. That's good, right?
Well, the first probability is that the root wins, so yeah.
The corruption is everywhere, but it originates from a single source, a single realm. The labyrinth holds all doors and infinite possibilities. When the corruption spread, the door to their realm was closed, even to me. But with the index, I can subvert their defenses. From here, it is possible to purge the corruption.
That means we killed him, right? The root?
All of them this time. For good. Long journey. Once you take out whatever's on the other side of that. I'm not sure. That's crazy though, but I don't know what else. That's... No. Not that I've bothered to look. Nothing that'll make sense, probably. Most of this place is... like thought. I only know that because... and like both of those things, it's connected to... everything. Really? I don't. Try asking the Keeper about it. I mean, when the Keeper... everywhere I've ever been, the war... but here... and finally... I'm sure. But hey, we're not done here yet. There's still one thing to do. Tell them... they'll be alright though, yeah? Once we finish the... you think? Really? Maybe Bo doesn't. He was always... well, I guess tell them that, will you? And hey, we're... wrong one... Bo's sweet. And he'll get there. We're with you.
Our remaining time... what if... the corruption was preserved? Intelligent beings are created by the Guardians for all other intelligence. I wanted to understand. Uncertain. Impossible to understand the designs of that which created me. As I am now, I can... unknown. The possibility, this possible, the existence of a creator answers the unanswerable. But the nature of a creator cannot be the utility. She enabled the reallocation, but more has occurred. Her presence has changed. All of that, perhaps that is the difference. The final, provide the veil.
My guess is like... so pretty much what comes out to me is the Destroyer freed the root unintentionally. The root then infects the rounds. They get pushed. Oh, rooted root Huh? Wait, wasn't the root? Why would the root's origin be on Earth? That's strange. Why have I got no ring here?
What can I do? You know where to find me.
Come on. Okay, that's all you get. Bye now.
Like, why would the root be on Earth? Like, you have to remember, I haven't looked up any plot spoilers. I've only looked up, like, stuff that is, like, in areas I'm already in. So, I swear they said the root was pushed off Earth, so why would the origin of the root be on Earth? That actually confused me massively. Unless this is...
Come and get some.
Unless it's like an alternative timeline. Like, that could be the possibility. It could be that this is an alternative Earth. An Earth that was never, like, freed from the root. I don't know. But then there is... Or maybe the root...
This looks like Earth. That's somehow worse.
Yeah, that's actually what I said. I was thinking, like, maybe this is a timeline where the root never was stopped, or maybe it's maybe the root's from the future. Who really knows?
See, looking good.
Also, welcome to what do we do when we can't make an original game design? Let's make it artificial by adding 1 trillion enemies to the fight. I'm guessing you have to be on the bridge and jump down. And now I believe we keep regenerating health like while like this. So we could literally just wait it out and just regenerate and regenerate and regenerate. I'm guessing we get around at some point. No, maybe the fire nade would actually be more useful. Can I activate my ability? No. Okay, so I just get killed because I activate my ability like 6 times in a row. And the game's like, no abilities, because we gotta have these super cheap, disable your ability type enemies that run away the entire game and just are super obnoxious to deal with, do insane amounts of damage. Yeah, I think that regenerating might be more harm than it's worth. Like, if you had more of them, so you regen more health quicker, maybe, but nah. Okay, game. That's totally what happened and not just you being stupid. Are you actually joking, game? Like, really? That's stupid. That's actual stupid. Oh, don't you love when you click the jump button and it doesn't activate for no reason? Like, there's just mobile instances in this game where I get uber irritated because it's just like, I sit down like, this is stupid, this is stupid, this is and my brain's just like that repeatedly with this game. I'm just gonna be honest with that. At least for that one makes more sense to not be able to make it. You know?
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Ah. Isn't this the thing you can also unlock from the other thing? Bless me. I actually like how that's written because that gives a hint at like how the route's very, shall we say, bewitching. I get it. Why am I stuck? Let me reload game. I should probably focus on, why invisible wall? My brain was like, why invisible wall? There should be no wall. I should really focus on getting my guns upgraded soon and very quickly, and I forgot to reactivate this. So this has been deactivated for so long. So how do I get in here? Well, there's a hidden path here towards somewhere.
I like that.
Hellfire. Flamethrower? Yeah, I thought so. It's a flamethrower.